All right, so today we're pulling back the curtain on a really powerful tool. I'm talking about something that's been a secret weapon for some of the most successful people out there for, gosh, almost 100 years. We're talking about mastermind groups. And we're not just going to talk about what they are, we're going to break down exactly how you can build one yourself and, really accelerate your own growth.
But first, let me just ask you something. Are you your own worst enemy? You know that feeling, right? When you're just stuck? You're so deep in your own business or your own project that you literally can't see the forest for the trees? It happens to all of us. We all have blind spots. And that's exactly where this whole idea of a mastermind group comes into play.
So, let's get into what this actually is. Now, this isn't some new age trend. This idea has been around for a long, long time. We're talking way back in 1925. Napoleon Hill wrote about it in his legendary book, Think and Grow Rich. And his definition was pretty simple. It's just two or more people coming together, working in total harmony to achieve a specific goal. At its heart, it's about pooling your brainpower to create something bigger than what any one person could do alone.
So, here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll get into why you absolutely need a mastermind. Then, we'll talk about how to build the perfect group for you. And finally, we'll lay out the exact blueprint for running the perfect meeting. Let's get to it.
Okay, Section 1, why you need a mastermind. It really is all about tapping into the power of the group. So let's talk about the big why. Why even bother with this in the first place?
This is really the core of it. The power comes from a few key things all working together. First, you get what's called the collective genius. It's this idea that multiple brains are just better than one. You gain these incredible outside perspectives that you just can't see when you're in the thick of it. And it's not just random chatter. It's focused, structured problem solving. Plus, and this is huge, you get real accountability. When you tell a group of peers you're going to do something, you're so much more likely to actually do it. And all of this is wrapped up in a positive support system. People who get it, who are in your corner. It's basically an engine for your personal and professional growth.
All right, let's move on to building your group, because getting this part right is, well, it's everything. If you're sold on the why, now we've got to get into the how. And it really all comes down to two things: getting the size right and getting the people right.
Okay, let's talk size. And believe it or not, there's a magic number here. And that number is 4. Now, why 4? It sounds so specific, right? Well, it's because it's the perfect number to make sure that once a month, every single person gets their turn in what's called the hot seat. That's dedicated time where the entire group's focus is on you and your challenges. With 4 people, it just works out perfectly. Everyone gets equal time, equal value.
Now, who do you actually invite? This is where a lot of people go wrong. It is so tempting to try and get that superstar in your group, right? Someone who's just light years ahead of you. But here's the thing. That's usually a huge mistake. Think about it. The problems someone running a $50 million company faces are completely different from the problems you have building a $500,000 one. Their advice, while maybe brilliant, just isn't going to be relevant to you. The key is to find people who are at a similar stage, give or take a year or so in their journey. You want people in a similar field, but maybe not identical. That way, their challenges are your challenges, and the advice you all share is actually stuff you can go and use right away.
Okay, so you've got your group. Now we get to the real engine of the whole thing, the meeting. A great group of people is one thing, but without a rock-solid, structured agenda, you're just going to end up chatting. We want to make every single minute count. So let's look at the 1-hour blueprint for a truly powerful meeting.
But before we dive into the timeline, there are 3 ground rules. These are absolutely non-negotiable. First up, consistency. You've got to meet at the same time, same day, every single week. No exceptions. It has to become a sacred part of your schedule. Second, punctuality. Look, it's only an hour. Everyone's busy. You have to be on time, present, and ready to go. It's about respecting each other's time. And third, equal participation. Everybody takes a turn hosting, and everybody gets their turn in the hot seat. This keeps it fair and makes sure everyone is equally invested.
And here it is, the 60-minute power meeting. It's broken down to the minute for a reason. You start with just 5 minutes of welcome and a quick agenda check. Then you jump right into personal wins. This is so important. It starts the meeting on a high note with positive energy. Then, from minute 20 to 50, that's the main event, the hot seat. After that, you've got 5 quick minutes for sharing resources, books, tools, contacts, whatever. And you wrap up with the last 5 minutes setting concrete goals for the week ahead. So you don't just leave feeling inspired, you leave with a clear action plan. Every single minute has a job to do.
I really want to zoom in on the hot seat for a second, because honestly, this is the entire reason you show up. This is the core of the mastermind. Imagine having 30 minutes, a full 30 minutes, where 3 other smart, dedicated people are giving you their complete, undivided attention, all focused on solving your biggest problem. You bring your biggest roadblock, your stickiest challenge, and you get the full force of the group's brainpower to help you break through it. It is unbelievably powerful.
Finally, let's talk about the vibe of the group. The culture you create is just as critical as the agenda you follow. This has to be a safe space. It is not a place for tearing people down. Constructive feedback? Absolutely. That's why you're there. But criticism? No way. It has to be an open, positive, and supportive experience for everyone. Because without that trust, people won't be vulnerable. And if people aren't vulnerable, you'll never get to the real problems. And the whole thing just falls apart.
So there you have it. We've talked about why you need a group, who should be in it, and exactly how to run the meetings. You have the complete framework now. The only thing left is to actually do it. This is your key to unlocking a whole new level of insight and growth. So the real question I'll leave you with is this. Whose perspective are you going to invite to your table? Whose genius are you going to tap into?